Hey guys, welcome back to the Homestead fam. Today I am going to take you just a little bit of a day in the life. A lot of you ask me what a typical day looks like, and today is going to be a typical day. Nothing special, nothing crazy going on. So I just woke up. It is about 7:30 in the morning, and well, I shouldn't say I just woke up. I woke up probably around 7. I got myself up. My middle daughter is up and she's watching some tunes with some breakfast this morning, and before the other two get up, I am going to hop on my boots and head out into the blustery cold and do the chicken and rabbit chores. I just have to give them some water, make sure they have food, and then I will come back in and get the other two up, and then I will have to get my oldest to preschool. She goes part-time, and then I will show you what the rest of my day looks like. Before we get into that, make sure to hit that subscribe button and that little bell icon so you don't miss our videos, and let's take you along for the ride. It is a bit dark out here yet because it is still in the morning, but we are inside my greenhouse, and attached to the greenhouse are the chicken coop, which is right here, and we're still working on it, so it's not finished. And then our rabbit cages are over on this side, so it's gonna be like a double door type of thing. So I just got them fed, and they actually had some water from yesterday, so that was good. And because it's so cold here in Michigan, we have to do heated waterers, but that is such a lifesaver, not only for us but them, obviously, because sometimes when it gets into -degree weather, then we water them and then not even an hour later it's frozen. So heated waterers are definitely the way to go if you are looking at getting animals and you have freezing temperatures like us. This is the outside of our nesting box. So this has also been a game changer for our new coop, is that it opens from the outside, so we don't have to go into the coop, disturb everything, kind of knock them out of their nesting boxes. They lay the eggs and it falls to the back here, and then you get all of your eggs, and it keeps them super clean. So let's see how many we got today. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but one is frozen and cracked open. 7, 8, 9, and we have one that is super dirty. I don't know how that happened, but we have one frozen and one I am not going to put in my pocket because it's that dirty. Okay. My mother-in-law is also coming over this morning, and she is picking up 4 dozen for people we have sold them to, so I'm going to get those packaged up. All right, I've got our cartons. I bought these just off of Amazon, and we do reuse some store-bought cartons, but I actually like having the plastic, even though I try to be as environmentally friendly as possible and don't love plastic, because when I sell these in our farm cart in the summer, I can ask for them back, wash them up, and reuse them. And with the like cardboard ones, you can't always do that. You can't always reuse them because if they get dirty or wet or grimy, you kind of just have to recycle them. And then the styrofoam ones obviously are kind of the worst of both. So I'm going to try and pick out the cleanest ones to put in our cartons. If you have unwashed eggs, they will last a lot longer than if you wash them. So I try to do unwashed as long as they're clean. I'm also going to try and use the oldest first, so that we can kind of keep rotating them and don't have any go bad. 3 to go. Say hi. Good morning. Alright, before I take my oldest to school, I also did some sourdough last night. It rose overnight, and I just have to get it shaped and put into the banneton. I actually love making sourdough in the winter because it doesn't as often overproof for me at night because it is so cold. So it's like the perfect amount of time to get it a good rise. I'm just gonna laminate it. That's what this stretching is called. Builds more tension. And this is how I shape. And there's lots of different ways to shape. So if you do it differently, don't think you're doing it wrong. And sourdough really shouldn't stick to your hands, but if it does, just add a little bit of water to your hands and it shouldn't stick anymore. Usually I do a pre-shape and then I'll shape again. And I think I'm gonna do that because I wasn't able to get as much tension in these with my stretching folds last night because I just went to bed. So I'm gonna leave these, take my daughter to school, and when I get back, I'm gonna put them in my baskets.
Do you even know what this is?
A galaxy?
Oh, it's a galaxy.
Mm-hmm. It is, it is.
Mom, what is this? No.
Let me see.
I don't know if that's even real. Yeah, wait now.
All right, we just got back, so I am going to line my baskets. These are just kitchen towels. And we are going to do our final shape. So I'm just gonna roll one way, roll the other way. And this just creates that tension on the top, and I'm gonna plop it in my basket. As with every house, there's always chores to do, so I took the rest of the morning and got the dishes done and most of the laundry done as well. And by now it's time to move on to lunch. Let that melt all together. So we are having a macaroni and cheese today for lunch, right, Minnie?
Yeah.
Yep.
And mac and cheese.
Yeah, we like mac and cheese, huh?
Yeah, your mom.
And can you hand me a box? Another box? I want to show what kind it is.
Okay.
So when I buy mac and cheese from the box, thank you, honey, I like to buy Annie's brand. Less ingredients, more whole ingredients, no dyes. And that's usually what I buy for a quick lunch. And then I always add some sort of fruit and vegetable with it. Usually in our house, I try to pick something quicker for lunch because through the day I've got lots going on, all 3 kids, myself. So I try to make something a little quicker, a little easier, and that they can help with really easily. And then tonight for dinner, we will probably do something a little more homemade. Right after lunch is nap time, and this is when I get the bulk of my work done. Work for me usually includes editing, replying to emails, sending out book orders, creating new content. It is pretty much a one-man show around here, so I really try to optimize this time as much as I possibly can. And once nap time is over, it is time to pick up my oldest from preschool. I also baked that sourdough bread while everyone was napping, and I was pretty happy with how it turned out, even if I did overproof it a little bit. And if you have been wanting to get into sourdough, make sure to check out my Sourdough Made Simple book. It is the perfect beginner's guide if you're just starting out. Okay, tonight for dinner, we are gonna take the sourdough bread and we are gonna make some chicken panini sandwiches. I love doing this because each of us can kind of customize what we like on it. I love a barbecue because we're gonna use some chicken, beans, and corn from, I actually sifted this out from a soup that I made, and with the amount of soup that we had, I knew we weren't gonna eat soup and soup all week, so I strained off the broth and just kept the chicken, beans, and corn. And I'm gonna use this in our paninis tonight. And then I will probably just go grab a can of some sort of side, probably applesauce or cranberry salad or something like that off the shelf for a side. You might also be thinking that this looks like it's cutting really hard, and it kind of is, but the only reason is because this is my knife and it is absolutely horrible. Luckily, I have one coming in the mail very soon, and is actually one that I designed and put together. So be on the lookout for your own Homestead Fam bread knife coming soon. I like to grate our own cheese because it's a lot more versatile. When you get pre-shredded cheese, they coat the cheese in like an anti-caking agent so they don't stick together. And then for things like pastas and sauces, then the cheese doesn't usually melt as equally and it kind of glops together. So if you've ever had that problem, make the switch to block cheese and shred it yourself.
That was a cheese, Jared. We're putting it on over.
This is a pretty typical meal for us. We try to keep things about 80-20 around here, so 80% homemade or cooked by us and then 20% other. We ended up doing chicken paninis on the sourdough, home canned applesauce, and a salad. So we spent the rest of the night, I spent it cleaning and getting the house squared away while my husband Alex took the older girls up to cut wood and put wood in the wood stove. And then we just got them to bed, and I am going to shower and go to bed myself. But I hope you enjoyed this day in the life. If you enjoyed these and you want me to do more, let me know in the comments. Or if you want me to do any other videos on anything you saw today and want more of an explanation, let me know. And as always, make sure to subscribe and hit that little bell button so you don't miss our videos.